Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Summer Monae, and in today's video, as you can see in the title below us, I am going to be sharing with you guys how it is that I was able to unblock my blessings, because I found myself for the last couple of months honestly blocking a lot of blessings in my life, and I'm really going to share with you guys how it is that I was able to create that shift so that I can open up my vessel to receive miracles and blessings into my life. Before we get started in today's video, I do want to let you guys know I did not prep for it, so this is just me coming off of the top of the dome and also just sharing with you what is coming through as I share with you guys my personal breakthrough, honestly, I want to say, or just like my personal manifestations, honestly, that has been going on in my life. So a little bit of a backstory: for the last year and a half, ever since this pandemic has occurred, I was making certain choices in my life that I don't necessarily feel was adding to my life in a way that was really sufficient for me to take more leaps into my life. I found myself, I did cut off a lot of people, but then I also kept energies in my life that I didn't feel like really was benefiting me in any way, shape, or form. And not to say that everything doesn't happen for a reason, because I am a big believer in that. I believe every person that you meet, every situation that you experience is ultimately adding to your success, is ultimately adding to your highest good. So I never want to share or make it come off that I regret anything that I have done in the past. But today's video, I just want to share with you guys how I was blocking my blessing, honestly, was I was keeping energies in my life that no longer needed to be kept. I was having limiting beliefs in my life that it wasn't abundant. It was fear-based, fear-driven beliefs. And another thing too is I was just staying stagnant. I wasn't changing anything in my life really on an energetic level that will allow me to come out on top and that will allow me to see a change in my life. So the first way that I have to say that I was able to unblock this stagnant energy in my life that allowed me to open up myself to blessings was I had to be honest with myself. I really want you guys to do that too in your current circumstance right now. It's going to require you to be fully authentic and honest with yourself. So that could look something like, journaling reflection. How is it that I can feel satisfaction? How is it that I am feeling stagnant in my life? What are some choices that I'm currently making that I'm noticing isn't changing anything else in my life? What habits do I have in my life currently that I'm noticing isn't adding to my highest good? You have to be able to be honest with yourself, and really brutally honest, because that is the only way that we're going to be able to take a leap, to change our paradigms, right? So just be honest with yourself, and after you're honest with yourself, it is going to require you to take action. I know a lot of us sometimes likes to, listen to the universe and wait and see how it provides for us, but I always want to remind you guys that this is a co-creation life that we're living. We do have spirit, and then we have ourselves as well. So we have to always remember we are co-creating with source, and that source is ultimately going to make things happen for us in ways that we physically can't, but it is going to take our physical action sometimes for other things to flow into our life. So for me personally, what that thing was for me that I had to do, I had to cut out certain people in my life. Someone I thought that was supportive of me in ways that I thought would be beneficial in the long run, I honestly started to see that they weren't. So I had to cut someone out of my life, and I honestly have to share with you guys, that saying that says, once you close one door, another one opens. It's so miraculous and beautiful how things happen. When you're fearless, when you're courageous and brave enough to meet the universe where it's telling you where it has to be met, right? So universe was saying, Summer, you have to do this thing. I know you don't really want to do this thing. I know you've been trying to make this thing work, but it's not working. And I always want you guys to also remember this: no matter if it's people, a circumstance, a work situation, or anything in your life, if it's not flowing like water after time and time again of you shifting things around to make it flow like water, it's not meant for you. That's something I had to learn myself. It was if I'm constantly working at this thing and I'm finding different ways to make it work, and it's simply not working, I have to be able to accept, and I also have to be able to trust the universe that this thing is not meant for me. It was meant for me for a specific amount of time. I was supposed to gain insight or a lesson from it and then move on, right? So when I was able to cut things out of my life, I mean, miracles were happening. I was meeting phenomenal people. So many things have just been manifesting into my life, and I am going to make a video talking about what I have been manifesting ever since I was able to cut out a specific energy in my life, and it's really powerful. So I just want to encourage you guys, like, increase your power of detachment. That's like a big thing for you to be able to unblock, that stagnant energy so that you can open up yourself to receive more blessings in your life. Another thing that I was able to do that allowed me to open up myself to more blessings is I found better ways to ground my energy in that specific moment that I needed it to happen. So let's say, for an example, I'm having a bit of a hard day, right? I have to actually ask myself, what is this feeling? And what I found myself doing a lot was closing my eyes and putting my hand over my stomach and my heart, or even this new trick that I've been doing is putting my hand over my crown chakra, because I find the crown chakra is one of our most receptive chakras to source. It's at the top of our heads. So I would just put my hand on my head and just say, what's going on? What am I feeling? What is this energy trying to tell me? Because anything that we feel is telling us a story, right? It's telling us something about ourselves. It's telling us something that we may have to shift or even just give awareness to. So I want you to become more intimate with yourself in ways that you haven't been prior. Maybe even go into your journal and have reflection questions, or even just asking yourself questions that really need to be asked so that you can bring light to things in your life. Because I find that when we are courageous and when we're brave enough to look within ourselves, to look at the shadow within ourselves and bring light to it, it really shows the universe that we're ready and willing to receive more abundance in our life, because we're willing to do that spiritual work. So, something I will always say is the spiritual work is what's really going to change your outside experience. So if you ever find in your life that things are stagnant, things are hectic or chaotic, we have to remember that it starts with us first. So how is our energy chaotic? How is our energy stuck? How is our energy aligning to low frequency? When you ask yourself those hard questions, I want to be truthful, and that is also where you're going to be able to find the solution in your life. So, I really feel like the power of detachment and asking yourself better questions is really going to allow you to open up yourself to receive more blessings in your life. And the last thing that I am going to share with you guys, which was a really great way for me to become more empowered, another great way for me to allow myself to really see like how beautiful life could be for me, was I was able to increase my gratitude. And I always share with you guys, gratitude is honestly the answer to everything. I know sometimes we can feel like there's nothing to be grateful for, especially when life is raining on us, right? When it rains, it pours, right? When you feel like that, I just want you to remember, it's okay to enjoy this cycle of rain. It's okay to enjoy this storm. Go out and walk in that storm without an umbrella and smile, because you know that when this storm is over, when things dry up, you're going to be able to see the path clear. You're going to be able to make better choices, right? So I just want you to give gratitude to your current circumstance right now, even if it doesn't feel good. Let's say you are lacking money in your life. Let's say you're lacking love in your life, or you're lacking connection. I want you to give gratitude to that, because in this time of maybe not having the finances that you want, you're able to value money even more. You're able to learn how to trust the universe in ways, or you're able even to give gratitude for the wealth that you currently have now, right? Or even let's say you are looking for more love in your life. Give gratitude to not having that in your life right now, because when you do that, you're able to see how powerful love is and how good it is to have in your life, so that the next time you have an opportunity to love someone or for someone else to give you love, you're really able to be like, yes, I'm so grateful that this is happening for me, because I know what it's like to not have this thing. So I always will share, increase your gratitude always, no matter what's currently going on, because you can find something to be grateful for. You woke up today, you're breathing right now, you're able to move your body in ways that you can sustain and provide for yourself. That in itself is a really big blessing. Our health every day is something you can give gratitude for sure, because all your cells are working to the best of their abilities for you without you even doing anything. Like right now, as you're watching me, your heart is beating for you, right? So there's always something to be grateful for in our lives, and that's always just going to be another key step for you to increase blessings in your life and to remove that stagnant energy. And the last way that I am going to share with you guys in today's video on how it is that you can unblock, blessings in your life and how you can bring more of that into your life is I want you to have more fun. This is something that I have a hard time doing for quite some time. I really forgot what it meant to have fun because I was so work driven. I was so motivated by money, and I just felt like I had to meet my goals. I had to have it like this at this specific time. And in all of that, I started to feel so stressed. I started to feel so unhappy, and that energy would manifest into more unhappiness and more stress and more chaos, right? So I know it's gonna feel funny, but even if you're stressed out, find ways that you can feel good. Find ways that you can laugh. Find ways that you can forget about time. Spend your time with people who remind you the lightness of life, because I'm telling you guys, the more fun you can have, you're showing the universe how free you are. You're showing the universe that no matter what's going on in my life, I can still have fun today. I can still show up. I can still smile. I can still give to someone today as well. So I'm always going to say, increase your gratitude, increase your fun, increase your grounded energy. One thing I was doing that my inner child was just really falling in love with again was going out and hugging trees. Something so simple, or even just playing video games for some time. It was just like, wow, like I forgot that life doesn't have to be so hard. It really doesn't, especially when we change that perspective. It's always about choice. And I think that's the most beautiful thing each of us are given every single day, is the power to choose. So, my question that I will end off with you today is, what energies are you going to choose to align to? What things are you going to choose to detach from so that you can open up yourself to receive more blessings into your life? Because you will have to shed off energies in order to get to that next paradigm shift or that next level in your life. You absolutely will. Your new life is asking you and it's requiring you to get rid of this current life that you're currently living. And it's just asking you the question, are you brave enough? Do you really want what you are asking for? Because if that's what the case is, if you do want what you're asking for, then you'll be willing to walk through a brick wall for it. Am I right? So I just want you guys to just resonate with me through today's video, hear me out just a little bit, and I trust and hope that some of the tips that I was able to share with you is really going to allow you to elevate your energy. It's also going to allow you to call in more blessings into your life. So I do trust and hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. As we do in every single video, I truly love affirming with each of you, and so in today's video, the affirmation is going to be, I live here and now. I live here and now. I live here and now. It's always going to be about the energy right now in our present form. How is that we can make that energy right now feel so good? Because we know that when we are manifesting, it's always going to be a past thought. So what thoughts can you give to your present moment now that will allow you to see all the blessings that life has to offer you? I continue to send all my love, my light, and my grace to each of you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.